Welcome to the beautiful beach of Poeto in Cagliari, Sardinia. Join us for the 2012 Kiteboard Racing Worlds. Even if it's early October, the weather here in Italy is still warm. The summer hasn't yet left these stunning Mediterranean coasts. Today is the first of 4 days in which this event will unfold, and the weather forecast prepares us for great things. After a few hours of waiting, the sea breeze arrived in the Gulf of Cagliari. And now it is time for the kiters to launch their kites and head to the race course. Even in the light winds, the riders managed to go really fast and fly confidently over the waves. Let's hear some words from the gold medalist in windsurfing at the London Olympics about today's weather and the race format.
We're here in Cagliari, in the beautiful island of Sardinia, and at the World Championships Kitesurfing 2012. It's a beautiful place. We have not so much wind at the moment. We had a practice race yesterday, actually 2, and it's good fun. It's a lot of kites on the beach, so it's good that everybody's showing up for this important event, as it's the switch over from RSX, which used to be Olympic, to kitesurfing. Yeah, I love it. I'm having a lot of fun over here.
In the day's first race for the Yellow Fleet, the kiters were spread across the length of the starting line. Many preferred the pin end, and a group of riders managed to start on port tack, then cross to the right side of the course. The riders have prepared their big kites so as to be able to plan faster in these light conditions. USA's Brian Lake was the first to round the weather mark, followed by Alvaro Cadena from Colombia and Italy's Santoni. So, 25 degrees Celsius of air temperature and 22 degrees Celsius of water temperature. The kiters will be the first to tell these are excellent conditions for the start of this championship. The women's fleet was next. In their first race, we witnessed some clever tactics from the American Erika Heineken and Katja Roeze from Netherlands. They both started at the pin end on port tack, managing to cross the whole fleet ahead of them before hitting the right side of the course. Due to the shifts in weather, the rest of the girls had some difficulties crossing the start line. Heineken continued with an excellent performance, building her lead from the other girls. After rounding the gate, she headed for the second upwind, with the rest of the fleet following her. The two girls, Heineken and Roeze, finished at the 2 top places at this race, and they were naturally very happy about this. At the same time, the men's green fleet started with their second race for the day, and the majority of them now seem to prefer the pin end side of the start. The kiters must be very precise in their control of the kite. Otherwise, collisions can happen very easily. The spectacle of 50 kites lined up over the starting line can be breathtaking. No wonder the excitement that surrounds kiteboarding keeps growing. Another thing that is very crucial is the rounding of the gate, because the choice of which mark to pass over can affect one's strategy for the upwind. This time, victory went to Italy's Riccardo Leccese, who put in a great performance here in Cagliari and finished ahead of Germany's Florian Gruber. Let's have a look at the final results of the men after 3 races for each fleet. The Italian, Riccardo Leccese, and the American, John Heineken, dominated in their fleets. They scored 3 bullets each. So they now occupy the top 2 places in the leaderboard, leaving the French Julien Kerner in 3rd. Heineken and Bridge are leading the women's fleet. The races continue tomorrow. This was only day 1, and given how it unfolded, lovers of the kiteboard have every reason to be excited about what's still to come. So stay tuned.